Hey guys, I'm coming at you from this beautiful pool house we're staying in Austin. I literally just got off of the plane from Spain. I've been traveling for over 30 hours, and so excuse me if my voice sounds weird because my ears haven't popped yet, so I can't actually hear what I'm saying. So if I'm shouting or whatever, I have no idea. But I wanted to get this to you. I want to talk about this Virgo full moon. Um, and have you really had the opportunity to work with this energy this weekend, right? Because it really is. I was really feeling it while I was on the plane, and even last night when I was in Heathrow for my layover. It's just kind of cleaning up your act energy. And Virgo is a really interesting energy for me because I'm Pisces. And so it's kind of the opposite of Pisces. So if you think about Pisces, it's like kind of like free flowing, go with the flow, dreamer, creative. Sorry, there's a siren going right now. That's what you get in the backyard. In the meantime, I'll show you how cute this pool is. Look how cute this pool is. Look at it. All right, now the siren's done. Almost gone. Please go away. All right. So, so Virgo full moon. So full moons, we know, are closings, our endings, are kind of tying up, the bow on the present. And this one is no different, except with the energy of Virgo, it's a very neat, orderly. Let's take care of business. Let's literally clean up our act. So you may have already been feeling called to really tie up any loose ends that you might have. And then depending on where your sign is will depend on what area of your chart is. But to be honest, you don't even really need to know that, because I can already tell because of where it's been affecting me, that it's hitting me more along the lines of well-being, and as well as some career stuff with boundaries. But so wherever you're feeling that urge, that inclination to want to clean up your act, where you're feeling something's in disarray, I describe it sometimes as feeling, what is that? If your life is a house, what's like the trash room? Like, what is the room that you like throw your dirty laundry in? What is the room that has like cardboard boxes filled with stuff that you never unpacked in? Like, this is the moon that's really saying, okay, let's pull up our sleeves. Let's go like spend this weekend in that room, and let's dig it out, and let's organize it, and let's throw out what doesn't fit any longer. And so wherever you're being called to in your life, I know just on this, on the flight over here, there were two big projects that I just needed to like put a bow on and send out. And it was like something I had been kind of stalling with for the past month. And all of a sudden I felt that rush of energy that was like, let's do this, let's clean this up, let's get all these loose ends done. So again, with these moons, we can really trust our intuition. We can really trust. We do also still have a lot of Pisces in the sky. So trust your intuition. Listen to where your natural inclinations are about wanting to clean up your life. A couple of my friends are really feeling this right now. I went away, and it's so funny. Like, a couple of my friends are going through these kind of transformative weeks right now, where they're really like getting on a new, really cleaning up their diet, ordering like one of those like vegetable delivery services. Some friends are hiring assistants and helping them sort out different areas of their business. And it's really that, this would be a time to hire a personal organizer. Virgo is very much like everything has a place, and let's put it in its place, because that's the best way to do it. And that energy is really helpful. It's preparing us for what's next. It is, a really active full moon in that sense. A lot of times with full moons, it can be releasing and letting go. And a Virgo is a very practical full moon. It's, we're actually letting things go. You're actually going to throw out that shirt you haven't worn in 6 months. You're actually going to cancel that, gym membership that you don't even live in the same city as anymore, right? It's like kind of doing those monotonous tasks that we might not always want to go and always want to do. And there's actually this quote that Shani Nichols has on her website that I just love so much. It says, honoring both the dream and the plan to make it a reality is the Virgo Pisces polarity. And this full moon reminds us that believing in our ability to make our vision into a reality is a power we must put to use daily. And I love this because I know you guys know all about me and my practical magic, and that was a big part of what I was even writing on the plane over here. And really just this Virgo Pisces polarity that we're playing with right now is saying, okay, let me one, channel that vision, let me hold that highest reality of what's possible for me. But then let me also go into the practicality of what is my plan, what is my day-to-day game plan, and that's where the Virgo comes in, is that they really do balance each other out. So really seeing where are the areas of your life where your dream is not reflected in your day-to-day. And sometimes that's hard. You know, like I said, I have you know, a girlfriend who is always saying how she's so ready to, you know, meet someone and she wants to find her guy, but she's really actually not willing to do the day-to-day annoying tasks that it takes to go on some dates, right? You know, whether that be actively going to happy hours or actively joining groups where you can meet people, and kind of scheduling that into your schedule, or joining a dating app, whatever that may be. Doesn't have to be black and white, but it is about, are your day-to-day actions actually reflective of what your bigger dream is? So one of the things I journaled about on the flight, because I was kind of on the flight for the full moon, which is why I'm sorry this is a little delayed, but I really like to do the moons in real time because it just, I don't know, the energy just doesn't feel right doing them in advance. But you know, one of the things I journaled about was, okay, what are the areas of my life that I could clean up integrity around? You know, what are the areas of your life where you're not taking your own advice, right? For all of us. And we all have those areas, right? You don't, no one's immune to that. I think you can see it the most in your best friends. Like, what are the things that you're always telling your best friends, or the advice you give your best friends that you're like, why don't I take that advice, right? So, you know, just noticing that and journaling on it, right? That's what I did. I journaled, like, how can I clean this up? So the other thing with the Pisces Virgo energy is going to be boundaries. And this, oh God, this is my least favorite thing to deal with, but something that's super important to deal with, especially if you're watching this. I know you're a light worker. I know you're doing great things in the world. And there may be times, I know it's happened for me way too frequently, where people are going to take advantage of how sweet you are and how loving you are and how much you can seem like easygoing and just want to make everyone happy. And there comes a time where you need to stand your ground, where you need to stand that boundary, where you have to say, oh, okay, that's not right. And, you know, when it's coming from a place of love, you know, sometimes love says no. Sometimes love says, actually, that's not cool. You know, love is not a doormat. So, but it is coming from a place of love. It's making sure you're in a place of love when you set that boundary. That's a big thing for me. You know, I got a really inappropriate email that was super triggering for me. And I sat with it for 24 hours before I responded to it. I prayed on it. I gave it up to God. I said, you know what? I know I need to set a healthy boundary. And here, this is literally on this full moon, a message of showing me where my boundaries clearly are not effective or strong. And so whatever it is, like I said before, with the area that you need to clean up on, also around boundaries, whatever's coming in right now are the perfect assignment. And so sometimes that assignment is in really drawing that line in the sand and having that difficult conversation. And like, you know, also, I always say this with the moons, be aware that everybody is moving through this right now. So we're all connected. We're all moving through this right now. And so, you know, be understanding if some of your friends are kind of saying, like, you know what, I'm not going to go out this weekend because I just want to clean out my basement. Or, you know what, I know I said that I'd go to happy hour with you next Friday, but I've just decided I'm going to do a cleanse. You know? Or, like I said, if someone sets a boundary with you, you know, this is a good time to really, like, sit with that. And I really do think, especially as women, we serve each other when we do things like that. We serve each other when we set loving boundaries with each other, because we not only show people how to treat us, but we show people how they deserve to be treated as well. And I think a lot of times, if the right person is open enough when I've had to set a boundary, they actually learn a lot for themselves in me setting the boundary, because they're like, oh, okay, you know, especially with a lot of the women that I work with. It's like, if you're going to go out there in the world and do this, like, do it, you're going to have loving boundaries that protect you, and that protect your relationships professionally and personally. So really honoring the fact as well, realizing that everybody else right now, I think that's what I love about the moons, is that we're all kind of moving through the same stuff together. So really just owning, that other people are going through this too. And just, being conscious of that. And that's really one of my favorite things about sharing about what's going on with the moons, is that we can all really relate to each other. It gives us an opportunity for us to really see our connectedness, to see how we are all really affected by this energy, right? So, let's just hop into a nice meditation and do a cleansing on your energy field. Do a cleansing, and we're just going to purify and really ask your higher power to float to the surface what you need to take literal action on. We're going to release all the things that we can clear out in your subconscious, and then, ask your subconscious to bring up to your conscious level what are the things that in your life you need to take some literal action on, that you might need to institute a game plan for, that you might need to, set up a meal plan, or, set up a workout subscription, or call a professional organizer, or clean out your closet finally, whatever that thing is. So let's get into a comfortable position. I feel like I should be facing, we'll face the pool for this, right? You guys get some pool in the background? Feels like, not that you should be looking at me because you'll be meditating, but that feels more peaceful, right? All right, so let's close our eyes and just take some nice deep breaths. Breathing in your nose and out your mouth. In your nose, out your mouth. Just allowing yourself to ground. Allowing yourself to relax. Sink into your chair, sink into the floor, wherever you are right now. And just give away the day with each breath. Just feel the day just roll off of you. Just centering yourself back into your truth. Back into your body, your breath. And any thoughts that arise, just let them float on by. Just bringing yourself back to your breath. And just bringing your awareness to that space inside of you, right behind your navel point, that core of your being, that infinite abyss inside of you. And I want you to see if you can hear the water in the background, just feel the water. If not, imagine that water just flowing and cleansing your entire being, except this water is cleansing not only your cells, it's cleansing your entire energy field all around you. And just feeling that water, just washing away. On every exhale, it's just releasing and washing away any energy, any toxins, anything at all in your system that no longer serves you. Just feeling your body get cleaner, feeling your energy field lighten, loosen. Setting the intention that anything at all that you're holding on to, any negative patterns, any thoughts or perceptions that aren't serving you, that you want to release right now, just allowing the water to wash them away. And then gently setting the intention for anything that you need to physically clean or clear or organize or tie up, just allowing the water to float it to the surface in your consciousness. Just seeing that water going deep, deep down with that divine intention and allowing it to float, whatever that is that you need to make a shift around, right to the tip, tip top. Honoring whatever comes up, not judging it, not trying to manipulate it, not trying to think right now. Just really, I want you to surrender and allow the water to float it up. Trust whatever rises inside of you right now. And once you've gotten your message, once you have seen everything, you can set the intention and trust, know that now that you're in this space, whatever comes up for you, it's going to bubble up to the surface. You're going to see what you need to work with. It's coming. Now I want you to just go back into that juicy place of listening to your breath. Just allowing yourself to be with your breath right now. Just feeling the difference in your body, perhaps any space that is opened, any energy that is cleared, any lightness in your body. And just know that you can re-access this as many times as you want. You can close your eyes. You can allow the water to just wash through you. Allow it to release. Allow it to help you in the releasing. And as you move through whatever physical tasks you have to do for this moon, knowing that after each task you can also energetically clear that through your body, through your energy field, with this simple water meditation of allowing the waves to just take it away from you. And take a deep breath in and hold it, and just seal your intention for this full moon. To just release anything that's not serving you, to organize or tie up any loose ends, and to create any healthy boundaries that are needed, or to honor healthy boundaries with others. And exhale. And I encourage you to take some time to journal now. To, like I always say, you have 3 days before, 3 days after. So use this weekend, find some time this weekend, to really restore. And this can be some heavy lifting. This can be some heavy energy. My feeling is that a lot of you guys are going to feel really inspired to do whatever it is. So you're going to easily want to finish that work project. You're going to easily want to tackle cleaning out your garage or your kitchen or whatever that thing is. You're going to feel inspired to set up that new meal plan, or whatever that system is in your life that you feel like you've been needing. I love the energy of this Virgo full moon. So I hope that you get a nice giant boost for it, and just realize this moon is completely not, Virgo's like shadow side is perfectionist. Virgo wants you to have everything just so perfect. So I think having that Pisces to Virgo balance allows you to be like, Pisces is just like the complete opposite of perfectionist. It's just like, whatever, it's perfect, everything is great, everything is wonderful. As you guys could probably see from knowing me, that I'm not a perfectionist in that way at all. But being conscious if that comes up for you, if you have perfectionist tendencies, they could be rearing their ugly head right now. Being gentle with yourself, releasing the need to be perfect, doing the best you can, knowing that everything that's coming up right now, everything happens in divine timing, right? So sometimes we can get on ourselves for, how did I not schedule to clean out my basement earlier? For me, how did I not finish up those projects earlier? Well, everything happens in perfect timing, right? And so right now you're being called to do it. So just be present with that. Enjoy doing it now, and trust that it's happening exactly as it's supposed to. Okay. I love you guys, and feel free to share with us in the Facebook group about what you're releasing. If anything's coming up for you, I would love to hear from you. I love your personal stories or your pictures if you're organizing. Mwah, love you.